Happy Thanksgiving, everyone! Except the Canadians. You already had your Thanksgiving. If it wasn't a happy one, there's nothing I can do about it. Sorry. Better luck next year. Undercover Umbrella players, you finally have a kit that will not be bottom tier. You have a projectile sub-weapon to poke with. You have a special that will not directly cause you to be splatted half the time you use it. This is the most similar kit they can really give it to the Kensa Undercover Umbrella kit from Splatoon 2. And granted, Splatter Color Screen is not Splatoon 2 ink armor, but having 2/3 of the kit that saw significant top-level use when it launched is so much better than what it currently has, which has had an argument for the worst weapon in the game for a very long time. The Torpedo is so huge for it. Without the Torpedo, the max range the weapon can have an impact on is its main weapon's range. And the main weapon does really slow, inconsistent damage. Yeah, it has a shield, but the shield isn't going to buy it enough time to approach anything that outranges it safely. And it's slow enough to put up and drop the shield that it has to play really safe just to exist on the map. Now, a max damage Brella shot combos with a rolled torpedo, and that's just a splat right there. It can do damage from outside line of sight, locate opponents without them needing to walk over one specific spot on the map, follow up on fights that are happening outside its range. The torpedo is such a massive improvement. I've seen an unconfirmed report that Splatter Color Screen does 30 damage, and if so, that would combo for a potential 2-shot with the main weapon. Not a huge reduction in the time to splat, especially if you don't get full damage and it doesn't 2-shot, but it's better than nothing. If nothing else, a screen with 2 torpedoes on the way, due to throwing one and then getting another one from the ink tank refill, should be pretty effective at clearing a narrow corridor by force. It may not be quite as forceful as a tent umbrella push, but it at least lets the little guy dream about what he wants to be when he grows up. It'll create a lot of visual noise and draw attention, which is pretty well suited to Umbrella's playstyle, and it should paint alright, especially if the torpedoes ever actually detonate, so it's likely to get more screens out than the Squeezer. Unfortunately, it does suffer from not being a Squeezer. Still, I'm glad that the Umbrellas are finally getting some weapons that aren't total memes in a competitive setting. They had a rough start of Splatoon 3. So to see that the Sorella kits are all significant improvements and that there have been bug fixes to make the shields more functional, that's something to be thankful for.